Hey, good morning. It's Captain Tom from Quality Boats in Clearwater. I want to go over the Regal LX6. Go into a little detail, more than just the walkthrough, but really show what's different than its competitors and what it can do better for you in Tampa Bay waters. Let's take a look. Starting from the front, we have the windlass, right? So obviously it's a marriage saver. You want to go to the sandbars and hang out. You got your windlass already built in, so it's an easy switch. We have our docking lights on this boat. A couple beautiful things. You notice this body line that's in the boat. It just gives it some details. Above here, I've got my waste and my water input. So we have the holding tank for the head. One of the innovative features is the fast track hull. So what this is really doing is this allowing an air pocket get underneath the boat. So not only are you increasing efficiency, but you're also increasing speed. So you're not really paying for extra engine to keep the boat going. You've got your good tailor-made windshield. You got your chrome inserts, fuel on this side. So everything's going to be from the starboard side, easy for you to do. Another fantastic thing about Regal, this is actually gel coat. This is not a vinyl stripe, which a lot of our competitors do. But you get to actually customize. I want the lower hull to be one color. I want my boot stripe on my upper hull. So there's many different combinations you can do. One of the good trademarks, and it's on my Regal as well, I enjoy it. So the water line is right here about the through holes. You'll notice the swim platform is really like the size of a pool deck. So I'm the last person on my boat. I pull up the rear anchor from the beach and jump up on the water. I don't need the ladder down. Of course, we have the ladder on the port side of the boat, but I can actually just jump on the boat. So easy swimming and such. We'll go up on the boat, but a quick look at the transom from the backside. I have my Bluetooth stereo controls. So if you find yourself on the beach, you can adjust your transom speakers to your volume. So the nice part is, realistically, you don't have to be the guy with the motor stereo cranking and everybody's wondering what's going on. You have direct sound just to you. But your speakers in the back, I have my shower. This boat has the front and rear shades. So not only do I have the canvas top on top, and we have a hard top option as well, if that's what you prefer. But this is the power tower, so it folds down for low bridges or blocking suns, things like that. But let's climb up in the boat and we'll get into some details of that stuff. Going ahead with the swim platform, I have this rear deck, if you will. I'll call it a stage. This actually slides forward and aft. So what this does, this is about a 27-foot boat. This basically makes the interior to be equal to a 29, right? What I can do is I enlarge this whole interior cabin surface by having this deck back and enlarge the inside. I have an option to lay this down if I want a complete sun pad, and the the backrest will fill in, and it's one large thing. I'm going to show you, I'll move this stage up, and I'll just kind of time lapse a little bit so you can see it. All right, so I've moved the platform forward, and again, now I have my multiple positions for my seats. So this is now a huge sun area. What I've done is now made the swim platform even larger. So now I'm spending my day on the beach and everybody's out of the boat and in the water. So now I've just got a huge area, larger than anybody else really, that I can enjoy, and people can make their way. They can pass each other if they're coming up on the ladder, using the shower, what have you. Just makes it a great experience on the water. I'll lift the rear hatch and show you what's underneath there as well. All right, let's put the rear deck up. All right, so what you have here is a Regal exclusive. So what Regal has is what we call power of choice. What happens is you're going to have freshwater boaters that might want an inboard or a surf model of this boat. So this is where that engine would go if it was an inboard model. But since it's an outboard, which we're going to use in saltwater, I have a massive storage area, right? So really all your water toys, this is all drainable. It goes into the bilge pumps it out. But the idea is there's never enough room on a boat to have all the water toys and all the supplies that you want. So again, a Regal exclusive by having this kind of storage on a boat. All right, we spent a lot of time on the back of the boat because those are some special features that nobody else has. Now coming in, what you'll notice is a nice long lounge area. And whether I am on a sandbar or at a dock, I've got multiple seating options. I have the table in right now so you can see that. I've got nice handholds cup holders, and phone chargers all on the side. And of course, you can see your speakers there as well. So the sound system is fantastic. Again, an exclusive, a couple things, is this is a full seat. So a lot of boats I've found, realistically, where this seam is about where their seat is. So the boat looks roomy inside, but realistically, you got fanny only and no legs in your support. But these are 5-inch seats, all done at Regal here in Orlando, Florida. It's 3 different kind of foam, so your fanny will never really hit the bottom, so it's supportive. Under all of this is massive storage. In this one, I've got my boat covers are all there, and my filler cushion for the front, and you can see the battery switches as well. I've got marriage storage over here, so the same thing, just massive. So again, anything you could ever have a supply-wise put in your boat, you got not only in the back but underneath the seats. Moving forward, obviously I have my co-helm seat, and I've got a little pop-out cushion here, and what that does is give my trash can, and again, it connects that storage. Again, just deep places for everything. On the driver's side, of course, I've got my bolster, and I've got my forward and aft seat back. Another key feature with Regal is I've got twin Garmin screens, right? So you're not trying to figure out what screen I'm going to have my stuff on. So with that, I've got multiple screens. I mean, you can actually marry this to have it 6 different screens if you wanted to. Another exclusive that I don't find on a lot of our competitors is a bow thruster, right? So we start that on the LX4. This is the LX6. With the bow thruster and a single engine boat, it's going to give that captain confidence to be able to pull on and off any dock. Just makes it simple. We all feel a lot more comfortable if we can do it that way. I'm going to have my digital controls. I've got my stainless steering wheel, and then I've got all my switches, all easy to get to, and of course trim tabs as well. Good for Tampa Bay. Really strong. Actually, I'll show you. This is really a strong, supportive windshield. The idea is we don't want you to have 3 years, 4 years down the road. I got little squeaks and rattles. So the idea is make this thing very strong. So support you and your family for a long period of time. One other thing I'll show you here. This is all the seagrass mat, by the way, is what we call as an option. You can also do sea deck if you wanted to, but this is pretty nice because it can snap out and get out of your way. On this one here, this is kind of like my cooler or wet box. I can make it a dry box, whatever you want, just another storage. But a good place to have some stuff. And then this one's kind of a shocker. This is about 7 or 8 feet long. So it goes well in there. So long skis, boat brushes, boat hooks, what have you, everything can fit. So I don't know that you could ever not have enough storage in this boat. Obviously, one of the most sought after things is having a head. So this is a electric head, not a plastic porta-john. So we do the nicer. You got the port light, you got your sink down below as well. So again, something on a 27-foot boat that most competitors don't have. One of my favorite features in my boat as well, when you're in a boat like this versus a center console, when you have side wind or a cool breeze, again, I'm 6'1", I can see underneath the windshield. I can raise the bolster and see up as well, but I'm all protected from the sides, right? So I'm not going to have a lot of that cool breeze that hits me. So it's just very comfortable. And speaking of which, this has also got what we call a wind door. So my carpet's in the way. So I can close my wind door, close my windshield, and I'm just stopping all that extra wind flow coming through. So as we're in this January, February boating season, so it might be a little colder on the water, so you can kind of protect yourself. Now, walking forward, I've got my big bow area. Same thing, I'm going to have storage underneath both sides. So very large. You saw the filler cushion that obviously fills inside this as well. Little touches like an armrest, right? So people can be secure when they're sitting in the boat. Again, I got my sound system up front. I've got my cup holders. I got my phone chargers, etc. All this is really nice. Again, this also has that option of the front shade pole, so I can have the front shade and rear shade, so this boat can be almost fully covered. We order all the boats with the canvas, so it's going to have the canvas for the bow cover and then a canvas for the back as a tonneau cover too. So protected, whether it's in the sun or in your high and dry, it stays protected. And then of course, again, caveat, I got my electric windlass up front, right? So I've got the Lumar with the Delta plow anchor, all in stainless. And you can see this is comfortable up front too. Again, I'm taller than most, but plenty of room. I think this is a good example of Regal LX4, their ingenuity and what they kind of bring to the market. It's a little different than most. I'm happy to show you the Regal LX4 or other models we have here at Quality Boats. We're here on US 19 in Clearwater. Please come by and see us. We're happy to show you some boats around. Other than that, have a great day out on the water.